Welcome back to
Welcome
Doki
back.
Doki Literature.
Let's do Natsuki first.
Natsuki? Okay.
Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either.
Phew.
Huh? Phew, what?
Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. I get the feeling you're probably the most critical.
Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment. Ahaha, I'm glad to see someone recognize my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday.
That's, something tells me that Natsuki completely missed the point.
Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I think so.
Sorry.
Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type.
Sayori has a type all of a sudden. Breakfast.
Well, I don't know, but honestly, when someone's so, fluffy, spend so much time with someone like you. It's like she's dragging around a dead weight.
Rude.
True, though.
That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away, like letting go of a balloon.
Aw.
You could say we take care of each other in our own way.
Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here.
Jeez.
Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. She likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Over time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private.
Sorry.
It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world's better off without spider lovers, and I'm gonna tell everyone.
Jeez.
Not bad, right?
It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's.
I hate spiders. Yesterday's was way too short.
That's her entire character.
I was just warming
I hate
up.
spiders.
I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do.
No, of course not.
Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree with that the subject of the poem is an ignorant jerk.
Because you are. Do you know people like that?
Of course, it's about how everyone thinks my... It doesn't matter. It can be about anything.
Are you blushing?
I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. That just makes people stupid.
Oof.
Who cares what someone likes? So, as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things.
Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too.
It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow, too, so look forward to it.
Okay, weirdo.
How about Monika?
Alright, whatever.
Hi again, Bathlin. How's the writing going?
Alright, I guess.
I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. You'll never know.
This is good enough.
What you wrote for today?
Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monika.
This is disgusting. Alright, I like this one. Makes me think of something Sayori would like.
Of course. Is that so?
You and Sayori are really good friends, right?
More than friends.
I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common.
Well, we both like breakfast. We may be good friends, but Suri and I are actually really different.
That's all you know, buddy. Alright. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem.
You sure you're not reading into it too much?
I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too?
Yeah, totally expected.
Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm right here. But
Yeah,
anyway,
I'm right here.
you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out. I hope you do too.
Alright, let's take a gander.
Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing. Expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent.
What?
Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless.
Ooh, she's a math nerd too.
Load me.
What?
Load me. This is
Load
so
me.
weird.
Yeah.
What the heck?
I think she was.
It's
doing
about
a little
math,
bit of
dude.
lit.
It's about...
It's about math. It's about trigonometry.
She's lit. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh?
I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it.
I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I'd really never seen before, I guess.
I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of a poem. It's almost like magic.
Whoa.
The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise.
I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though.
Sometimes, asking what a poem is about isn't the right question.
Right.
A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day.
Oh no.
Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game.
Come
What
on.
game?
This...
You
Okay.
never know when you might change your mind.
Okay, I'll save.
Good going, Rafi.
Okay, I'll save, Monika. Jeez.
Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about?
I think she's on something.
That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Was I listening?
So she just snuck a tutorial. She snuck a tutorial in
low-key.
right. Low-key tutorial sneak. I picked Yuri.
Low-key.
Let's see what you've written for today. This is pretty good, Bafflin.
I'm baffled.
Were you influenced by seeing everyone's writing styles yesterday?
I guess you could say that.
I was also a bit surprised by how differently everyone writes, so I respect you for trying new things. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't you feel like you need to work your brain like you're tuning a bunch of gears? Try letting your mind wander through your feelings, and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise.
I see. Again. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing.
I have well, an example of that if you'd like to read it.
Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me your poem.
The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread. My subconscious was well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon...
Okay, buddy.
What?
She's weird. Yeah.
The moon... They're all weird.
Yeah.
The moon increments its phase
Monica's
and
weird.
reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry, and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feel myself again.
Ooh, Pavlovian conditioning. I like that topic.
I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's.
Sure, I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical and weird. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about.
That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them.
Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean.
Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own ways. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies.
Like feeding raccoons.
Like feeding raccoons sliced bread.
Slicing bread.
It's those sorts of things that I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them.
Huh, that is funny.
Question mark?
Nani?
Did Atsuki write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest?
Oh, that's
Eh?
Hamsy.
She did?
The other twins. Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anyone.
She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way?
Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common.
That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that.
Don't worry, I have no reason to.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself.
Embrace it.
I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener.
I wasn't paying attention.
You're like, what? What
Yeah,
did you say?
Yep.
What did you? Well, yeah, totally.
Hey,
yeah.
it's our waifu. I mean, it's potential.
Potential waifu. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Bafflin.
Eh.
I love it. Especially after yesterday's poem.
Ugh. You're too honest sometimes, Coyote.
No, but really. I want to put this on my wall.
What?
Along with your skin.
Fuck
When you fuck me. Fuck me. Can I?
Fuck me.
Coyote, you're creeping me out. You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either.
Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe that's okay. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it?
Huh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem.
You're like a brother
It's
to me.
it's a baffling poem.
You're like a brother.
And it makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it.
Sir, he hugs his sheet against her chest. You're so weird.
Absorbing it into her body.
Well, I'm not good at figuring out if poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem.
I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Probably about breakfast.
Yeah. Me neither. Ugh.
Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought?
Why, you wanted to write something for me? That's so sweet.
Yeah, right. I mean, yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point.
Huh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind.
Well, whatever.
Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a bit of both. There's a word for that, right? No, what's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah.
Yep.
I like things that are happy and things that are sad.
Oh.
Happy and sad?
Happy and sad. I can't see you like something like so sad.
Know
Sorry.
nothing about it.
I don't.
Well,
Even though we're neighbors.
I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug
Oh.
and make a nice happy
Such a
rainbow.
nice waifu. Sayori. That's unexpectedly cold.
Hey, it is. Maybe I'm getting a bit better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Bafflin. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay?
Ooh.
Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams.
Aw.
Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger, pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on a shelf with all other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in a bottle all in a row. Is this the BFG by Raoul Dahl? My collection makes me lots of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow off...
Whoa.
Shit.
She's like,
I blow dust off... I blow dust off my bottle caps.
And head to
It doesn't...
the and head to the merchant down in Diamond City.
It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked
Buy
front
a
door.
Coca-Cola.
Finally, all done, I open up, and in my friends come.
Hey, friends.
In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head.
Pretty much their friends take advantage of their feelings. Holy crap! Sayori, did you really write this?
Of course I
Or
did.
did your dog write it?
Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever?
Just be
Yeah.
a good boy and sit.
But, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monika taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently.
I see that. It's almost kind of creepy.
Creepy?
Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it.
Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic.
You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die.
Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic.
Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned for today. So if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival?
Yeah.
So it's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations.
Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay?
Easy for you to say.
We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all. That doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you had heard about it already. We're going to be performing! Performing?
Perform. Oh, Monica!
Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event.
This is gonna be embarrassing for me,
But
man.
the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too.
No. Oh, no.
Sayori's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure all these other people are just gonna come up and start like reading off poems.
Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see.
It's just like it's just 5 stick figures. Are you kidding me, Monika? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that.
I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that.
Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear.
Guys.
No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. Sayori's like, why is everyone's eyes closed?
Yeah, I know. Why is everyone sleeping?
So, go man.
The man.
Okay. I think we'll continue this conversation next time. Next time on Ramble Gaming, we'll continue this conversation.
See you guys.
See ya.